Ladies and gentlemen, this match is scheduled for one fall.
Making his way to the ring, Will O'Connor.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Retaliation number 80. We are live at the Barclays Center in Brooklyn, New York. And we are just 8 short days away from Collision Course. And starting out tonight, 2 newcomers to the RWR, making his way to the ring, Will O'Connor. And we will see his opponent momentarily, but I mean, let's talk about what we saw to open up the show. Didn't even get to shoot off any pyro or anything like that. Showtime Brooks immediately making his way to the ring and making himself known on why exactly he's been targeting Jarek Vanders. And not only that, but seemingly challenging him to Collision Course, pardon me. I mean, just some of the things he said, like, you know, losing to Jarek didn't bother him. He's gonna stand tall in the end, and you know, just putting Jarek out on blast. But here comes the opponent.
On his way to the ring, dangerous Marcus Jackson.
And what a debut for this man. Debuting the RWR in his hometown. Brooklyn Dangerous Marcus Jackson coming down the aisle, making his RWR debut in front of his hometown fans. And it's sure going to be a tough task for Will O'Connor here, although you got to think how much nerves is going through this man's mind. Not only making his debut, but doing it in his hometown. A lot of pressure on him, I have to say. But now as this match is set to get underway, I mean, Brooks, he called out Jarek, he challenged him, and very interesting words from Showtime Brooks. And I'm actually being told that his wish was partially granted. Seemed like he wanted a last man standing match as this match is underway, but nice backbreaker there from O'Connor, and they are going to grant Brooks his rematch against Jarek Vanders at Collision Course, but it is not going to be a last man standing match. Oh no, folks, it is going to be a cage match where only pins and submissions are allowed. So, I mean, Brooks might be getting his wish after all. That's certainly a match where someone may not walk out under their own 2 feet. So, little more blood boiling in that rivalry between the two that really started off with Brooks, you know, just making himself known to Jarek in public. But now to this match, Marcus Jackson, nice elbows and takedown there of Will O'Connor. Marcus Jackson in the black and the teal with the orange and pink stripes. Will O'Connor in the pants, the black pants with the blue and the green on it. The cover, not even a 1 count from Jackson. And a very interesting card here tonight is, like I said, 8 days away from Collision Course. Main event tonight, Travis Sanders and Brandon Richards team up to take on Kimiko Goon members Nobuyoshi Marukane and Damian Longoria. Also tonight, more tag team action. The unlikely team in more ways than one, Martin Starr and Gary Richards versus the Green Void and Thunder. And more tag team action. C.A. White, Oliver White takes on Stephen Wright and Josh Wolf. Also, we will hear from the Women's Revolution champion, Kimiko Matsui, following her 2 title defenses against Roxy Riot. Also tonight, Andrew Phoenix takes on Honey Roy Palmer one-on-one. And also in women's tag team action as a 1 count there from Will O'Connor. Abigail and Rosie Rebel will take on Lily Thatcher and Jenna Reed. So jam-packed show tonight here at the Barclays Center in Brooklyn. And Brooklyn's own Brooklyn Dangerous Marcus Jackson punching away at Will O'Connor, going for the quick cover once again. Only a 1 count on that one. Kind of a slow 1 count, I would say, but nonetheless, you got to think both these guys getting the opportunity to start off their RWR careers on the right foot with a 1-0 record. And you see a lot of people, a lot of wrestlers on the show, you know, going 0 for an entire season, just go weeks and months without a win, whether it be debuting or just in general. And, you know, just to be able to start off on the right foot here for either man would just be huge in their careers, and what I would ultimately guess would be a chase at Thunder in the Intercontinental Championship here in Retaliation. As Jackson, nice face buster there, STO variation. Gonna go for the cover on O'Connor. No, still a 1 count. Jackson thought there would have been a little bit more, but no dice here. As the Brooklyn crowd behind the hometown boy, can he put away his opponent? Nice cutter there. Twist of fate cutter, the cover, 1, 2, and no. Will O'Connor kicks out at 2. But O'Connor in trouble here. Hasn't really been able to get out of first gear, but that shoulder tackle will certainly give him the option of doing so. Oh, grabbing the leg and trying to lock it in. He's got a modified ankle lock locked in. Might even be a heel hook now that I'm looking at it. Jackson trying to get to the ropes, able to escape O'Connor. The damage has been done enough to him, and he needs a clothesline as well. Enough done to him to not have enough strength on that hold there. Oh, no water in the pool there. He crashes and burns into the corner. And just more opening for Jackson as O'Connor being stood up to his feet. What is Jackson going to be looking for here? Hard Irish whip eliminates him from the Rumble. And he's going to be looking for some double damage points on the outside of the ring. Oh, nice arm drag there from O'Connor. Gets him back in the ring. And oh, very unopportune time to taunt. Uranagi face buster, and Jackson soaking in this hometown Brooklyn crowd. Can he put away his opponent and start off his RWR career on the right foot? He heads to the top rope. What's he looking to do here? Jackson dropping the elbow on O'Connor. Stands back up. Whoa, God, what an uppercut. What a right hand there. And O'Connor squished into the corner once again. Now Jackson. There's that STO facebuster once again. Jackson feeling mighty proud of himself. They've wasted a little too much time there, but no, it doesn't matter. He's not going for the pin. Instead, capture suplex on O'Connor. And whips him into the neutral corner once again. O'Connor in trouble here. What's Jackson looking to do? It's going to be nothing. O'Connor able to wiggle out, but again, absorbing a lot of punishment here. I'm not sure how much he has left in him. As Jackson again sets him up on the top turnbuckle there. Not sure. Oh boy. Oh no. Oh jeez. Oh, a JKO avalanche style from the top rope. Is that going to do it? The cover. 1, 2. No. 2 count. Jackson complaining about a slow count. I don't think he's going to get it. But O'Connor escapes by the hair of his chinny chin chin. But if he wants to win this match, he needs to do it now and not take any more punishment. He fails at doing so. Clothesline from Jackson takes down O'Connor. And he's just going to squeeze the life out of him with that headlock. O'Connor now in ridiculous amounts of trouble here, as Jackson just wrenching away in our opening contest here tonight. The debut of both of these men in the RWR. The cover, 1, 2, no. Didn't quite squeeze all the life out of him, only a 2 count. Now Jackson sends O'Connor into the ropes, picks him up from behind, German suplex, lands. Now the referee checking on O'Connor. He may be in a bad way here. Referee gonna let it continue though. And oh, just maybe the opening he needs, a takedown from O'Connor. Stomping away on Jackson, wrenching the arm. And the hammerlock, but no. Gets elbowed away, but right back to the offensive. Jackson fights out of it again, and a jumping clothesline takes O'Connor out of the equation. He rolls to the outside to recover. He's standing on his last legs here, you gotta think. O'Connor wants none of the outside, back in the ring though, but Jackson beats him to the punch. And now set up in the corner again. It's Jackson going to be looking for that avalanche. JKO once again. He's certainly setting him up to do so. Perching him on the top rope. He's got him set up. Avalanche JKO once again. It lands. The cover. 1, 2. You betcha. The hometown boy wins his RWR debut here tonight.
The match, Marcus Jackson.
So no problem here tonight for Marcus Jackson, picking up his RWR debut win here tonight in front of his hometown crowd here in Brooklyn. Hell of an effort from him here tonight, and not only that, just really just in control of that match for the majority of it. A dominating victory for him. So congratulations to him for Will O'Connor. You know, not the way he wanted to start, but that's okay. You know, it's only one match. You can certainly pick yourself up in the future. But now coming up next, folks, women's action as the team of Abigail and Rosie Rebel takes on the team of Lily Thatcher and Jenna Reed. 2 feuds mixing it up here tonight, including one very serious feud that we'll obviously talk about, with that match coming up next.
The following contest is a women's tag team match scheduled for one fall. From an undisclosed location representing the Fallen Kingdom, Abigail.
And Abigail, part of the Fallen Kingdom, we all know the beef the Fallen Kingdom has had, or still is currently having, mind you, with the Second Chance. And while we've seen the men, you know, be involved in a lot of it, women are not excluded. Abigail and Lily Thatcher have had their own issues because of it. We go back in time just a little bit back, pardon me, back to Retaliation 75, where Abigail defeated Lily Thatcher one-on-one. She has C.A. White in her corner, Thatcher, Josh Wolf in her corner. But Abigail currently has the 1-up Now here comes her partner who's had her struggles as of late.
Coming down the ring, the Harley Davidson brother, Rosie Rebel.
While her motorcycle revs down the ramp, her career as of late has been stalling as Rosie Rebel just can't buy a win in season 3 or season 4. We look back at season 4. You know, losing effort to Catherine Isogen, singles action, losing effort to Jenna Reed and Bella Angel in tag team action, and now here tonight with Abigail, hoping she will help lead her to a W. And because of that losing streak, she has been targeted by one of her opponents here tonight in Jenna Reed, which we'll talk about a little bit more. But here comes their first opponent.
Richmond, Virginia. She is the Scarlet Siren, Lily Thatcher.
And really the same with Abigail. Lily Thatcher, part of the big stable rivalry between her Second Chance and Abigail's Fallen Kingdom. But Abigail, or Lily Thatcher, pardon me, really putting her carbon footprint on this feud. If you go back, Retaliation number 77, Falls Count Anywhere, C.A. White versus Josh Wolf. It was a distraction by Lily Thatcher with her playing her theme on the Tron, distracting C.A. White enough for Josh Wolf to capitalize and defeat him in that matchup. And obviously that stunt has not sat well with the members of the Fallen Kingdom, and the only one that can realistically do anything about it is Abigail, and she's going to be looking to do that here tonight. And here comes Lily Thatcher's part.
Making her way to the ring, Jenna Reed.
When Jenna Reed debuted in season 2 of RWR, she quickly established herself as one of the most deadliest wrestlers, establishing herself as a KO specialist. But it was at Supernova 2 where she was knocked out clean in an Iron Woman match that ultimately stopped before it even began by Amanda Spade, and her career just really went downhill from there. Season 3, she tried picking on one of the big dogs in Kimiko Matsui to little to no success, and hoping to start back up on the right foot here in season 4 by targeting what she perceives as weak prey in Rosie Rebel, who has again just been desperate for a win over these past few months. But here we go, women's tag team action, as it looks like Abigail and Jenna Reed will be starting off, and Rosie Rebel and Lily Thatcher, the other dance partner here, as again, as all Retaliation tag team matches are, Tornado style rules, no tags, really no rules either, so we just let them go at it. As Lily Thatcher flattened in the corner by Rosie Rebel, nice drop kick there with the elevation. Meanwhile, Jenna Reed, mini attitude adjustment, takes down Abigail, as she currently has a small advantage over the former women's champion. In fact, 2 former champions in this match. Abigail, former women's champion. Lily Thatcher, former women's Revolution champion. Rosie Rebel, I believe, had a shot at the Revolution title some years ago. Jenna Reed yet to have a championship opportunity in the RWR, hoping to change that here this season. As Reed thrown out of the Rumble by Abigail. And Lily Thatcher thrown out of the Rumble by Rosie Rebel. So there you go. And now all 4 women on the outside for the double damage points. Again, usually the way it goes, but interesting nonetheless that the 2 main feuds in this match have yet to interact. But, you know, give it time. I'm sure it'll happen sooner rather than later. As Rosie Rebel surprisingly in a lot of control here over the Scarlet Siren, the motorcycle mama. Rosie Rebel whips Lily to the corner, but no water in the pool for her. Jenna Reed thrown in the ring by Abigail. And just like that, all 4 women back. There we go, back into the ring. Oh, hold your horses though. Abigail gonna enter the ring the hard way. Not sure what she's looking to do. Twisting senton lands on Jenna Reed's head. That's certainly gonna do a number to her. Big boot connects as well. As Rosie continuing to work over Lily Thatcher, with Jenna Reed in trouble. Abigail and Rosie Rebel full control of this matchup. Abigail the kick. She's got the pump handle position. Pump handle driver. Lands the cover. 1, 2. Ooh. Jenna Reed barely escapes it too. She certainly had no help from Lily Thatcher, who's dumped over the top rope. Impressive strength from Rosie Rebel. But the team of Lily Thatcher, Jenna Reed in so much trouble here. Leg snap there from Abigail. Just continuing to work over Jenna Reed here. And a WDT. Lily trying to get an advantage on the outside to no avail. Jenna Reed on the inside. Oh God, what a kick to Abigail. Like I said, she's a knockout specialist. 1 kick, 1 punch can take you out and turn the match on a dime. As she takes control of Abigail here, but Rosie Rebel, as Lily Thatcher using her leg for a face buster there. Pin attempt from Abigail. 1, 2, no. Only a 2 count on that sit out. As Jenna Reed survives once again. But how much longer does she have here against Abigail? Hold on a second. Lily Thatcher, nice backbreaker there on Rosie Rebel. Spine buster from Jenna Reed. On to Abigail. Again, the 2 highlighted feuds in this match have yet to touch, but maybe they're just biding their time. I don't know, but a pump kick from Abigail. She's going to tell this Brooklyn crowd just exactly how she feels about her. As, hold on a second, Lily Thatcher as Rosie Rebel, backstabber to Rosie. And the quick cover, hold on, Abigail! Through the ropes, lucha-style DDT, tope, DDT. Enough trust in her partner to kick out of that predicament she had against Lily Thatcher, but she may be in trouble here. Lily sizing up Rosie Rebel. Another backstabber lands. Abigail continuing to work over Jenna Reed. Hold on, the cover. 1, 2. She got it. Abigail too busy beating up Jenna Reed. Ends up costing her team the match.
Winners of the match, Lily Thatcher and Jenna Reed.
And just like that, Abigail saw too much red, and Lily Thatcher got herself a second chance in the match and was able to pay off, taking out Rosie Rebel, 2 backstabbers, and stealing the win for herself and Jenna Reed here tonight, and giving the second chance another notch in their rivalry. Fallen Kingdom quickly falling behind in this rivalry. If it wasn't for Bale and Wyatt, they would be in deep trouble, as Stephen Wright and Josh Wolf certainly having the advantage over Sia White, Oliver White. Lily Thatcher finally picking one up over Abigail indirectly. But it keeps adding up for the second chance. But now coming up next, Andrew Phoenix going to be taking on Honey Roy Palmer one-on-one. We'll talk a little bit more about this one coming up next.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is
Andrew Phoenix.
And Andrew Phoenix, an interesting debut in the RWR, taking on Jarek Vandals one-on-one in a losing effort. But in doing so, caught the eye of Jack Phoenix, another competitor here on Retaliation, former United States champion. And he said, hold up a second. Only I can have the Phoenix name. This kid hasn't done anything to earn it. He stole my name as far as I'm concerned. So the two eventually met up. At Retaliation number 77, Andrew Phoenix shocked the world, defeating Jack Phoenix in the matchup. Proven to him and everyone else that he has every right to have the Phoenix name that Jack does. But if you know Jack Phoenix, he's got himself some help.
Welcome into the ring by Jack Phoenix from New Orleans, Louisiana. This is Honey Roy Palmer.
And that help comes in the form of former tag team partner Honey Roy Palmer. Two long stays in the Fitzwell fighting system. And now it'll be Honey Roy Palmer's turn to defend his friend, defend his camp, and take on who they view as a punk kid who stole Jack Phoenix's identity. Their words, not mine, but we'll see if Honey Roy Palmer can defend Jack Phoenix here tonight. Will Andrew Phoenix get the sweep? Here we go. And elevated dropkick from Palmer onto Phoenix. And Honey Roy Palmer, interesting RWR career for him. He had a very good hot streak. I believe it was in early season 3 that ultimately saw him and Jack Phoenix lose in a triple threat match for the United States Championship. But ever since the two decided to team up, the two just couldn't really get over the hump of achieving tag team success. And in doing so, mutually agreed to disband the team, at least, you know, be entered in the tag team ranks, instead both entering the Intercontinental Championship ranks as singles competitors. But as you can see, still keeping the tag team mentality with them, trying to use the numbers game to propel each other to the top of the rankings. And, you know, I guess when it gets to the point where the two have to face each other, it's business. But until then, it's both of them climbing to the top together. But running into this roadblock of Andrew Phoenix on their own accord. I mean, like I said, they took the pit stop to antagonize him over the similar last name between Jack and Andrew. But Andrew, he may have a singles win over Jack, and certainly holding his own here, singles match against Honey Roy Palmer, which would be a big win for him. But you got to think at some point, look at the screen, numbers game here, 2-on-1. And at some point, that is going to affect him one way or the other. So if I were Andrew Phoenix after this match, I would try to find a partner, a friend, an ally, something, anyone that will stand in his corner before the numbers game gets too much for him. But right now, like I said, holding his own in singles action, avalanche X-Factor from the top rope. The quick cover, can he steal this one? 1, 2, no. Palmer's got some fight in him left, but already a 2 count on him. Again, I don't know if both these guys are off the Fitchwell Fighting System resume or not, but certainly, you know, Jack and Palmer, the cheeky Nando's kick, being clowned right now by this newcomer to the RWR. He is a veteran from WWO, but as far as they're concerned, they don't know who this guy is. Phoenix Splash connects his namesake. The cover, 1, 2, no. Palmer kicks out at 2. Like I said, as far as they're concerned, this new guy showing up on their turf, and he's just clowning them. He's making them look bad. Like I said, Jack Phoenix thinks that Andrew Phoenix stole his identity, stole his last name, and he's certainly proven himself thus far, even in his match with Jarek Vander's very competitive matchup. Wasn't a complete squash by any means, as Palmer fights back as the two trade jawbreakers. And Andrew Phoenix here, sends Palmer in the hard rate. Took a little bit of a weird landing there. And now Andrew Phoenix just dumps Palmer out of the Rumble. And oh boy, the kid loves to fly, and he's certainly going to risk it all here. Big King Kong knee drop to the outside, landing on Honey Roy Palmer for the double damage with both men inside of the ring. Palmer actually beats him to it and gains the advantage. Oh God, those stiff elbow shots sends Phoenix crumbling to the mat, and the double moonsault lands from Palmer. The cover, 1, 2, no. Double moonsault does not get it done for Honey Roy Palmer. He thought it did. Not quite, though. And now, knockout kick. You can find Andrew Phoenix's head in the 4th row. No! He kicks out at 2. Andrew Phoenix survives the devastating kick to the head for Palmer. And now Phoenix just disoriented, trying to dive at Palmer, wasn't even close. And Palmer taking full advantage of that. Just mocking Andrew Phoenix right in front of his face. And the two tie up once again. Phoenix struggling to gain an advantage here. Elbow and an enziguri sends him back down to the mat. Right on top of that silver Phoenix on the mat. And Palmer taking control here once again. No boots required. Stomping away with his bare foot. And just grabbing him by the bun. Disrespect. Face plant and the cover, 1. And I think Phoenix clipped the ropes. It was enough for the break, but standing slice bread from Palmer. Phoenix trying to fight back, though. Stiff right hand to Palmer. Knees to the back. Now Andrew Phoenix in trouble once again. Palmer on the top rope, big moonsault connecting. Palmer going for the cover now. 1, 2. That is enough. Honey Roy Palmer defends the Fitchwell Fighting System camp, defends his friend Jack Phoenix, and picks up the win.
The winner of this match is Honey Roy Palmer.
So Palmer gets the revenge for Jack Phoenix here tonight, picking up the win over Andrew Phoenix. Impressive comeback fashion. And for Andrew Phoenix, it looked like he was going to get the sweep, but maybe a little harder than anticipated. And like I said, that advice, find yourself a partner. You are going to need it in the future against these two. But now coming up next, folks, your Women's Revolution Champion. just wants to run down
From
the Agents of Pain.
Carolina, the goddess of tomorrow, Paige.
She just wants to run down the Agents of Pain. Give me the next one in line, and it's Paige. And Paige, oh, wait a minute. That's Catherine Isogen from behind, sending Paige into the steel stairs. What the hell? And oh, Isogen standing down Kimiko. She said that title shot is not exclusive to the Agents of Pain, but Kimiko gonna stand her own ground here, fighting down Isogen. But here comes Paige. Now Paige going after Isogen. A little bit of revenge there. Big stiff shot. Takes her down to all three women. Going at it here. Paige chucks the champion out of the ring. And here we go. Bell has rung. I've been told it's official. Paige and Catherine Isogen one-on-one here. And what a turn of events, folks. The champion, Kimiko Matsui, she called out another member of the Agents of Pain just so she could run down the entire group. As Isogen rolls out of the ring. Out comes Paige to answer the challenge. If you remember back in January last month, it was the team of Paige and Roxy Riot that were defeating Kimiko Matsui in matches, even though it was Roxy Riot picking up the wins that got her the initial title shot. Oh, backslide driver from Isogen, the quick cover, only a 1 count. But now Paige, she was involved in those matches. She said, it's my turn now. But ultimately caught by the mischievous Catherine Isogen. Double foot stomp lands on Paige. The quick cover, 1, 2, no. Kick out by 2 by Paige. Of course, Isogen has had her problems with Samike Sato, who hasn't been seen since her RFTA tournament. And Isogen is going to take matters into her own hands here. Modified juice box connecting on Paige. The cover, 1, 2, no. Paige still kicks out at 2. Isogen inserting herself into this title picture. She said, Agents of Pain are not exclusive to this title shot. I want my belt back. She is a former Women's Revolution champion. Knee drop off the top rope. 1, 2, no. Paige still survives. And now Kimiko out of the picture momentarily. But it looks like it's going to be at least one of these women that'll be going after Kimiko Matsui in the Revolution title. As, oh God, Isogen thrown out of the ring. What's Paige looking to do here? Paige sizing up Isogen. Oh, through the ropes, DDT. What a move from Paige. Unbelievable, this Brooklyn crowd going crazy here for this impromptu matchup between Isogen and Paige. Paige not knowing what to do. She doesn't know if she wants the double damage points or just stay in the ring. She may just be taunting Isogen. Of course, it was Isogen that blindsided Paige just moments ago before her confrontation with Kimiko Matsui. Oh, big German suplex from Isogen. 1 eye, no problem. This crowd solidly behind Paige here as Isogen continues to work over the goddess of tomorrow. 1, 2, no. Was Isogen, she called out Azami last month. Called her out for hiding, and she said she is going to make an example out of people until she shows back up. She's certainly doing that here to Paige. She did that to Rosie Rebel a few weeks ago. And now Isogen looking for that double foot stomp once again, and it lands across the gut of Paige. Is that going to do it? 1, 2. Yes, it is. Isogen backs up her actions and defeats Paige here tonight.
The winner of the match, Catherine
Isogen.
And I'm being told by the RWR Board of Directors, with that match, Catherine Isogen gaining herself a shot at Kimiko Matsui in the Women's Revolution title at Collision Course. But because Kimiko specifically called out a member of the Agents of Pain, which was answered by Paige, to be the next person to defend her title against, Paige will also get a shot at Kimiko Matsui at Collision Course. So it'll be a triple threat match at the pay-per-view. Kimiko Matsui defends against Paige and Catherine Isogen. What a hell of a match that's going to be, folks. But now coming up next, we go back to the Fallen Kingdom versus Second Chance. Stable Warfare. Tag team action. C.A. White and Oliver White will take on Stephen Wright and Josh Wolf. Coming up next.
Undisclosed location, representing the Fallen Kingdom, Oliver White
and C.A. White.
And taking a page out of Bella Wyatt's playbook, here come the other two members of the Fallen Kingdom on the men's side. C.A. White with the hood, Oliver White with the hair. And they saw Abigail on a losing effort earlier tonight, but really wasn't her fault. She just saw red against Jenna Reed. But now these two hoping to get a win back in the Fallen Kingdom's column. It's been kind of rare for them lately if you're not Vail or Wyatt. But they get the chance here tonight against the two elder members of the Second Chance. And then they are, interestingly enough,
representing the Second Chance, Josh Wolf and Stephen Wright.
Just right when I start talking, you butt in, huh, Mr. Announcer? Anyway, these two, interestingly enough, taking a page out of Isaac Drake and Casey Jones's playbook, bringing those war ballots down to the ring. Obviously meaning business, the leader of the Second Chance, Josh Wolf, and his loyal follower, Stephen Wright, who probably getting more of a second chance than anyone of the group after being banished from the coterie last year. But now he gets a chance to prove his worth here tonight, teaming up with Josh Wolf. And here we go, more Tornado Tag Team action. Bell rings and we're underway, and right off the bat, Oliver White dropkick taking out the referee. Fallen Kingdom could be looking to do some illegal maneuvers here. Their hatred of the Second Chance runs deep. Ever since Josh Wolf brought the group together and immediately targeted C.A. White and the Fallen Kingdom back at the RFTA 4 final in December. Actually, that was on New Year's Day, but regardless, over just a personal issue between the two that is yet to be resolved. As Josh Wolf and C.A. White just throwing each other at each other, and Stephen Wright just trying to stand tall over Oliver White. Nice face buster there. Lands. Now Josh Wolf, backbreaker, connecting on C.A. White. Very chaotic back and forth between these two thus far, as expected. Oh, nice power slam from Oliver White. As Josh Wolf trying to lock in an armbar on C.A. White, but White's obviously got the ropes. Now Wolf pummeling away on C.A. White. Oliver White takedown at takedown the leg wrench on Stephen Wright. Josh Wolf, backbreaker using Brett's turnbuckle for leverage. And it's Josh Wolf and Oliver White standing tall early on in this matchup. Drop kick from Wolf and CA. Oliver is standing up right now. Scoop and a slam. Stephen Wright fighting back now. Wolf just continuing to work over the legs. C.A. White over there. Stephen Wright sizing up Oliver. He's got him on his shoulders. Oh, and he hits him with the right stuff. The right stuff connecting the foot to the face. Josh Wolf dragging C.A. White to the center. Playing defense as Stephen Wright drags Oliver to the center. The cover, 1, 2. That is it. The second chance. Dominating victory over the Fallen Kingdom. Once again here tonight.
The winners of the match,
Second Chance.
And Second Chance wins, and not only that, Stephen Wright proving his worth to the group, picking up the win in impressive fashion. You gotta think, Josh Wolf very pleased with that, as the two stand tall in victory. Stephen Wright and Josh Wolf, Second Chance, 2-0 here tonight. Big wins for them as their stable rivalry continues. But now coming up next, folks, our semi-main event of the evening. The unlikely team of Martin Starr and Gary Richards. Here they come down to the ring, folks. Gary coming out with Starr. What's this? Thunder and Green Void attacking from behind before the match could even get started. Oh no, the two are standing tall over. Hold on a second. Thunder, he's got one of those Hydra vests. Oh my God, no. Green Void just put it on. Oh my God, the rumors are true. The Green Void has just joined Hydra. Oh my God. Another head has grown on the serpent. The Green Void joining Thunder in Hydra, folks. Oh my God, Hydra just got more deadly and more dangerous. I know we have to move on to our main event. I see it on the screen, but I just cannot believe what I just saw, folks. I don't think the cameras caught all of that as a cutaway for our next match, but the Green Void has just joined Hydra, folks. Oh man, that spells doom for a lot of people here on Retaliation, especially this man who's had his history with Hydra. He's making his way out to the ring, but how do you think he feels after just seeing what happened? Hydra gaining a new member. If anything, it might be fresh blood for him.
The following contest is a tag team match.
From Ayr, Scotland, the King of Scots, Travis Sanders.
If you remember, Sanders, former Intercontinental Champion, was jumped by Hydra before his title defense against Thunder at Redemption. Thunder won the belt. Sanders went on a killing spree. Came out to the ring and dared anyone to cross his path. And of course, someone did dare cross his path in Damian Longoria, so Sanders' sights currently set on the highest ranking male member of Kimiko Goon. But in doing so, you know, Longoria has his own beef with Brandon Richards. And Richards, he made himself known during that too, taking out Longoria and standing face to face with Sanders. And surprisingly enough, Sanders not beating up Brandon Richards. And the two will team up here tonight in our main event to take on Kimiko Goon. But like I said, Sanders, how do you think he feels seeing Hydra's ranks grow and seeing someone like the former World Heavyweight Champion, the Green Boy, joining their ranks as well? Definitely got to think that's on his mind entering this matchup. We'll see if that affects him at all in this matchup. As here comes his partner, rather. The big blue beloved asshole. His brother Gary's got a shot at the Intercontinental Championship at Collision Course. He's a former tag team champion with him, but Brandon Richards hoping to fulfill his destiny that he almost achieved in season 1, and that is winning a world title.
From Columbia, South Carolina, your role model, Brandon Richards.
Richards almost defeated Justin Sane for the Revolution title back in season 1. And while he did win tag team gold with his brother Gary, Richards, the only member far beyond better to not hold world title gold, you got to think that is eating at him in some way. And he restarted his journey back in January across paths with a man who, you know, has a lot to say, that's for sure. And one of those is that he deserved to be an RWR World Champion yesterday, but is yet to hold the gold, more than less even get a shot at the belt. A former two-time champion himself and United States champion in Damian Longoria, but here come their opponents.
Komo Yamanashi in Japan. Representing Kimiko Goon, this is the Footlord, Nobuyoshi Marukane.
And for Marukane, definitely a wild card in this matchup, but he has certainly held his own in the past. We last saw him on Retaliation. Retaliation number 78, defeating Dmitry Kalashnikov one-on-one. And for Nobuyoshi, hoping, just like we saw in the last match, to hold his own. And in this match here tonight, with the very outspoken Damian Longoria.
On the way to the ring, from Anaheim, California, representing Kimiko Goon, the Shoot Wrestling Cyborg, Damian Longoria.
And you know, you got to give the man credit where credit is due. Not many people would confront Travis Sanders like he did a couple of weeks ago. But doing it with no fear, face to face, and saying the things he said to him face to face, that takes balls. I'll give him that. Damian Longoria's got balls. But we'll see how he hangs with him in the ring tonight in this tag team matchup. Of course, Travis Sanders and Brandon Richards will face off at Collision Course in a triple threat match. But tonight, their first in-ring interaction. Here we go, Sanders and Richards. Marukane and Longoria, our main event of Retaliation number 80. Here we go. And right out of the gate, Longoria making a beeline towards Sanders, the two going at it. No surprise there. Meanwhile, Richards and Marukane going at it. A couple of atomic drops there from Richards. Very decorated crew in this match. Richards, former tag team champion, Longoria, former tag team champion, former United States champion. Sanders, former Intercontinental champion. Marukane, former multiple-time challenger of the United States Championship. And now, Sanders hung out to dry on the top rope by Longoria. Like I said, it's probably going to be those two going at it most of this match. As Longoria trying to break the arm of Sanders right away. And Richards again, ultimately turning into the wild card of his own feud, breaking up that submission attempt and dumps Longoria out of the ring once again. Marukane missing for the top rope, and now Richards going to work on Marukane, which may be the matchup that decides the winner and loser of this matchup. Quick cover by Richards and broken up by Longoria. And Richards making himself known once again to Longoria, DDT. And now the big blue beloved asshole wrenching on the nose of Marukane and stomping him out of the ring. And those three men in the ring, you will see them collide at Collision Course. But temporary alliance here tonight between the two men in blue. Marukane in trouble against Richards. Longoria, nice shoulder tackle, taking down Sanders. Certainly has control of the Lunatic Scotsman early on in this matchup. Definitely backing up his words, for sure. Now Longoria grabbing the arm of Sanders, twisting into an armbar. Richards barely breaks it up. Sanders in trouble, saved by Richards. As Richards continues to go to work on Marukane, Northern Lights suplex, keeps the control and hits another suplex. As Sanders fired up, cheering on, absorbing the cheers from this Brooklyn crowd. FBB salt from Richards. As Sanders, big boot, taking down Longoria. Richards looking at Peon's kiss. Nobody home. Marukane getting an advantage here. First DDT lands. Sanders flying across the ring. 1-2. No. Sanders flying across the ring, taking out Longoria. Marukane only gets a 2 count on Richards. And Sanders just losing his shit in there. Like I said, you got to think what his mental psyche is after seeing Green Void join Hydra. Richards, the low blow, the thunder strike, and a flex for the crowd on Marukane. Referee just letting it happen. As Sanders, the Boston Crab, on Longoria, who's easily escapes, the submission expert, knows how to get out of him just as well as he knows how to put him on. And now Richards, what's he looking to do to Marukane here? Hold on, Sanders, quick cover on Longoria, 1-2. Oh, that is enough. I guess he knocked him out cold to put him away or something. And that's that for our main event, folks.
The winners of the match, the team of Travis Sanders and Brandon Richards.
Sanders gets himself a little bit of revenge on Longoria here tonight, picking up the win over him, putting himself and Brandon Richards in the winner's circle. And these two are partners tonight, but at Collision Course, they and Longoria will square off in a triple threat match. And that's all the time we have for Retaliation. I'm commentator Uno. We'll see you next week. Retaliation 81 and for Collision Course. See you then, folks.